What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another high ranked ladder match. It's going to be against Rob Lucci and GP Luffy. The Rob Lucci player sits at about a 1,994 rating. The GP Luffy sits at about a 2,049 rating, so both of these players are well within the top, I believe the top 20 or 25 of the ranked ladder currently as it sits. This early in the format. So two very high ranked players, and we're going to be watching their match. So I believe this is the same Lucci player as the last video. If you watch that one, they're on 3 of the Sabo, teched out for the GP Luffy matchup, and everything else is pretty standard. They had to cut back on a Kuzan Laboon to make room for those, and then the GP is on a pretty standard GP list. What it looks like: 3 Electric Luna, 4 of the 4-drop Zoro. They are on the Zoro Juro, 4 of it, and then 4 of the Searcher event. So very consistent version of it, and also the Luffy Taro. Okay, yep. Alright, so let's get into the game here. Looks like GP Luffy is going to mulligan here. They're gonna mulligan into a hand of Sanji 2K, Nami Searcher, Luffy Taro, Sanji Pudding, and the 6-drop Rush Luffy. Lucci is going to keep a hand going second of Uta, Brook, Lucci, Kuzan, and Khalifa. GP is going to start with a Nami. They're going to take a Sanji Pudding. Pass turn. Seems good. Lucci's just going to establish the Uta and pass turn. Luffy top decks into a Zoro Juro, so that's pretty good to be able to go into Pudding next turn, or Sanji Pudding, and then into Luffy Taro Sanji Pudding, because otherwise, if you Sanji Pudding on 5 and use the leader ability, you would be going to 6 on the next turn instead of 7 for the Luffy Taro, so that's pretty good. They're going to draw into another Luffy Taro after the Lucci just establishes the Kuzan, doesn't even swing with leader, which is very interesting. And then GP looks like they didn't even play the Sanji Pudding. They're going to wait one more turn to go Luffy Taro into Sanji Pudding, so they straight up just passed on 5, which is very interesting. Just straight up passing in the face of the Kuzan Uta. But Lucci looks like they're going to tap the Uta to minus to the Zoro Juro, swing 5 with leader, minus another one, play Rebecca, play Brook off the Rebecca, kill the Zoro Juro, and then swing 7 with Kuzan, and Luffy actually takes both of those hits, goes down up to 1,000,000 cards in hand. And now they're going to play Luffy Taro into Sanji Pudding, going to draw off the Sanji Pudding into another 2K, going to leader ability, Dawn -2, restand 2, gain 1 with the Sanji Pudding. And now they're going to be able to go 6 into the Brook that is tapped off the Rebecca. They're going to block with Rebecca, and then go 5 into the Uta with the Nami. So very heads-up play from the Luffy player, recognizing that they just don't need to play anything on that 5 Dawn turn, and instead hold off until they can Luffy Taro and Sanji at the same time, maybe even remove the Uta. But Lucci's going to respawn with a 5 into the Nami, minus to something, probably the Sanji Pudding, put it at 1. Oh no, they're going to minus to the Luffy Taro. So that they can Lucci both Luffy Taro and the Pudding. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So what I believed happened was they -4 to the Luffy Taro, make it a 3. Leader ability, make it a 2. Deploy the Hina, make Sanji Pudding a 1. And then play Lucci, kill a 2 and a 1. And then choose not to swing with the Brook. I'm going to go back to GP Luffy, and they're going to hit 10 Dawn here. They're going to play Sanji Pudding, Dawn -2, with leader ability, restand 2, and then get a Dawn back. So they're going to go to 7 Dawn here. They're going to tap one of those Dawn for a Going Merry, draw a card. Going to get the Searcher event, going to Going Merry effect. But I believe they have more Dawn than the opponent, so I'm not sure if that Going Merry effect even did anything. They're going to put 2 Dawn under leader and swing into the Kuzan 8. They're going to let it go. And then they're just going to pass with 4 Dawn standing, which seems interesting. Lucci's going to go 6 into 6. They're going to get a 1K counter, 6 into 6. Get another 1K counter. Maybe they were trying to bait them. I just don't see any way that GP can win this game at all. They're going to go 6 into 6, get a 2K counter, and then 6 into 6 with Brook, get another 2K counter. And then for 6 Dawn, they can play the Hina, -4 to the Sanji Pudding, play the Brook, kill the Sanji Pudding. So even if the stage procced there, then they would be able to kill it because Hina, leader, Brook swing, and the Brook play would get them down to kill a 7 cost. GP is going to play the Luffy Taro. Not sure what they played off of that. I would assume the Zoro to search for the Going Merry. Gonna use the Going Merry. +2 cost to either the Zoro or the Luffy, and then play a Going Merry. Gonna leader ability here. Luckily drawn to a giant, so yeah, they played the Zoro off of the Going Merry, and they're gonna hold up some Dawn here past turn. They're gonna go 6 into 6, get a 2K counter. Lucci's gonna go 8 to 6. Get the Gum Gum Giant. Draw into Electric Luna, Electric Luna. Go another 8 to 6. Take the damage. And then 9 to 6, they can 2K, 2K. And live one more turn. And they draw into another Rush Luffy, which isn't going to do anything for them here, unfortunately. Or they draw into a Nami. Regardless, the 6-drop was out of life. But the Nami draw isn't going to do anything for them. They can't find anything to win this game. Their opponent is at 5 life. And they're at 0 with a full board. So it's just not going to happen. But yeah, so Lucci was able to just absolutely decimate GP Luffy in that showing without even needing the 8-drop Sabo. So yeah, that was a tough go at it for the Luffy player. I thought it was pretty heads up that they were able to just hold off on the pudding, but it looks like they just lost so much tempo and allowed the Lucci to set up so well that it just didn't matter. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.